What's up, everybody? We're here in the 3X pitching camp in Top B, Boca Raton with Showtime, and today we have a new guy. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Brayden,
And he's with mom and dad. Please tell us where you guys coming from.
Coming from Melbourne, Florida. My name is Bruce Bell.
And Christine.
And why you guys decide to bring your kid to our 3X pitching camp?
We've heard a lot about top velocity and the program itself, so we decided to come check out what it's all about.
Alright, so tell us, what are your goals so far? What are your expectations before coming here?
Brayden's had some soreness and some issues with his arm, and we're looking to get past that and take it to the next level.
Perfect. So, where is your velocity in your mind?
A little lower than expected.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is Brayden from where?
Melbourne, Florida.
Melbourne, Florida. So check it out. We're going to do the 3D motion analysis about his biomechanic to see how efficiency is his kinetic change while he pitches. Stay tuned.
Strike one, strike two, strike three. Punch out, punch out. Si batea será de foul. Boom, 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 boom. Está predeterminado yo ser grande. Que en paz descanse, José Fernández.
What's up, everybody? We're here at Top B, Boca Raton with Showtime 3X pitching camp, and let's go. We're here with Brayden for
Melbourne, Florida.
So let's use this pitch logic for this bioanalysis. All right, so get ready. I'm going to hit capture. We're going to get the countdown and then go. All right, so come set, get ready. I'm hitting capture whenever I tell you. All right, go. What's up, everybody? We're here at Top B, Boca Raton with Showtime, and today we have Brayden from Melbourne, Florida, right? So let's go and do this bioanalysis. So let's get started. So as we can see here, as soon as you lifting your front leg, you are too vertical. So you want to create momentum and ride the slope. So that means move down and forward at the same rate, so you are able to position your force vector in line with your front hip. Why is that important? Because we want to load with the glutes, the hamstrings, and the hip flexor, which are your biggest and strongest muscle for your leg. As I can see here, right now you are not moving down and forward at the same rate, you are too vertical, and then as you can see, there's no any load on the back leg. Right now you're becoming quad dominant, which means that you're collapsing with your knee and putting all the stress in your quads, where I say you need to ride the load so you can load with your hip flexors, your hamstring, and your glutes, and keep that knee on external rotation or abduction. Why? Because we want to create torsion, so when we triple extend, we have all that power. If your knee is in this position, you are not going to have drive, you ain't going to generate ground forces. It's like if we're squatting a heavy weight, how do you squat? Like your knees going on external rotation, and that's how you hold weight. But imagine you're squatting and then suddenly your knees collapses, you ain't going to have stability, you ain't going to have power, to push, back. So that's a main key, and consequence, you ain't going to drive, from that position. So we need to work on that. Also, as we can see, and as a pitchers, we're compensators. So if we don't use properly the lower half, we are going to compensate with the upper half. So if I'm not using my legs, you are going to try to compensate with the upper body, what we are seeing here. So let me put the graphic and the kinetic sequence so we can see the peaks and how you're producing power and at what time. And exactly what I just say, you see the first peak we can see is your upper body, is your glove side. So that's the blue line. So that's telling me that your generator of energy is your front glove, which is bad. We want to keep this as passive as possible, and the first peak should be the pelvis, which is the red line, and that's our hips. We want our hips creating that peak, in meaning that your hips are going forward and are completely open to the plate, while you keeping a shoulder close orientation, and that maximizes the movement of hip and shoulder separation, which study shows that 80% of our velocity comes from that movement, from hip and shoulder separation. But once you open and trigger with your upper side, because you didn't generate power with your legs, you are reducing that separation, you know? That's why right now you are not throwing that hard, but we see that there's no enough drive, there's no enough hip and shoulder separation. Like right here where you landed, you see, you're already almost showing your chest to the hitter, where it should be your hips completely open and your chest completely closed, your shoulders completely closed, maximizing that movement, right? And then we want to see that sequence, the pelvis, which are your hips, then your trunk, and then your arm, and the blue line should be as passive as possible. And as we can see, is one of the biggest peak right there. So a study shows that when you don't use your legs properly, you are putting 33% stress on your elbow and your throwing arm. And this is what we're seeing right here. What else we can see? Yeah, so as you are not driving, you are going to be a little aggressive and opening with the front leg, and also that's why you are becoming rotational. The problem when you open and you are rotational, you stop the momentum and the linear energy from the truck, which is another study shows high correlation with ball and speed velocity, you know, how well can you transfer your trunk like a catapult linearly. It not just increase your velocity, but also your command. Rotational pitchers, the force vectors are going one to this, you are literally pulling to this side and the arm is pulling to the other side. So it's not just putting a stress, but the command and the control is not good. When you are linear, you're pushing with your hips, you're staying close, and then your trunk is catapulting as a reaction of the work of the right back leg, and then the front leg stabilizing and doing the double extension, and your hips doing this movement, and that's causing your trunk to shoot linearly and react to the forces you produce with your lower half, and that will give you a better command and also more velocity. So if we can see here, once you start pulling with your front glove, we can see his trunk is like here. So the elite pitchers can put their trunk at 45 degrees this far. Your trunk is literally here. Why? Because you initiate, you are totally 100% rotational with the upper body, so you're releasing the ball here instead of here. Not only when you throw the ball at 45 degrees, produce more velocity because the linear movement you create with your trunk, but also at eye deception for the hitters is closer to release the ball here than here. So you also, for the eye visualization of the hitter, you are taking 2-3 miles off of the hitter if you are able to release the ball more in front. So let's go to the front leg. The front leg also is leaking all the energy because it's bent. You want your elite athletes, before ball release, they do what is called double extension. You land 19 degrees close with the front leg, and then you do this movement. Your knee extended, and that push your hips back, and that causes to shoot your trunk linearly and get to the 45 degrees. So as we can see, there's no drive with the front leg, so both legs driving actually. Back leg is driving forward and then the front leg is driving back, and that's causing this effect. So zero drive in both legs. We need to work that on the program. You are going to do the Olympic lifting and all the speed and agility. Also, we're going to work on his mobility because I see some restrictions on the evaluations for your mobility. So during the program, you're going to become a better athlete, and that's going to translate to your biomechanics or pitching mechanics delivery, and we are little by little going to improve that with mobility, strength and speed. So basically we need to learn how to load. In conclusion, we need to learn how to load properly with the glutes, hamstring and hip flexor while we're riding the slope, going down and forward at the same rate, and maintaining our knee in external rotation or abduction and our chest in a tilted position. And from there, we're going to drive before you land. Boom! That's when we cause the triple extension while we're maintaining a shoulder close orientation to maximize hip and shoulder separation while keeping this passive. You are too aggressive with that. And from there, we're going to drive with the front leg, and that's going to shoot my throw in a linear way so I can get close to the 45 degrees, and my front leg is going to be completely extended before ball release. So those are the things that we need to work, and you know, as you improve every single detain, we're going to see increase on velocity, 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 and more velocity. So that's the bioanalysis. Do you have any other question? Everything is clear. What are your thoughts about this bioanalysis?
I like it.
Have you ever heard something like this or no? However, a pitching coach tell you all these things you were doing not right? All right, so I mean, we're good. What's up, everybody? We're in the 3X pitching camp teaching Brayden how to do properly the knee chest up. All right, so let's go ahead. Remember, 19 degrees close, knee behind the ankle, squeeze your core, squeeze your glute. This one, relax and come up off the plate. Out of ball. Now throw the ball, all right? Good. Start getting a little more intensity, all right? Especially with the front leg. I want to see that double extension, all right? Hold the plate and throw it. All right. Let's go. Great. Start doing a little more fluid. Once you lift, pop and boom, extend the front leg, all right? So you lift him, you pop in the plate, and then extending the front leg, all right? Out of ball, just like that. Now, try to hit the spot, all right? Come on, be explosive, let's go. Out of ball, that's good, perfect. Let's go. Come on. Tight. Try to get 40. Out of ball, 38. Come on. 2 more. Let's go. Can we get 40 today? Let's go. Explosive. Explosive. Okay. Not bad. Hello everybody, we finalized the first day at our 3X pitching camp here at Top B Boca Raton Showtime Camp, and I just want to know the point of view first of the parents. What was the experience and what did you like, what you didn't like about this first day?
It was definitely more than we expected. We came in not knowing anything, you know, no expectations at all, and yeah, absolutely blew us away. Appreciate it.
Oh,
Absolutely.
thanks for coming here to the 3X pitching camp. And what did you learn today? What was your experience during this first day, and what is the most value you take, and what did you learn that other pitching coaches didn't teach you before?
It was tough, but the most thing I learned today was the separation and staying back and keeping my front leg straighter, helping me increase.
All right, I was really surprised how coachable is this kid, because he was able to do every single adjustment, and that's something not common. I see other kids coming here and really struggling, popping the play, keeping that separation, but I was really surprised of his athleticism, and I know if you stick to the program and you learn how to do it properly, we are going to see some results, and hopefully you become our next testimonial. So please tell us, guys, where you coming from and how many hours you drew.
I'm Bruce Bell, my son Brayden, my wife Christine, and we're from Melbourne, Florida.
2 hours we came.
2 hours. Absolutely.
All right, so
Well worth it. Well worth
Yes.
so take a rest, because tomorrow we are going to continue, and it's going to be the second day of the camp.
Thank you.
it. Thank you.